Hey guys, and welcome to a brand new series I'm going to be bringing you, showing you exactly how to play Minecraft in this series. This is going to be episode 1, and in this episode I'm going to be going over the basic controls of the game. Pretty much how to move, how everything works, maybe a bit of crafting. I don't know, I might save that for the next episode, but yeah, so let's get started. So you can see that we're in beta 1.7.3 at the moment, so keep that in mind if you're watching this far in the future. So I'm gonna open up a brand new world here. I don't have any others saved. So let's go ahead and call this tutorial number 1. And I'm just gonna put my own name in as a seed to see what I'll get. The way the seeds work is you put that in and then somebody else can put the same seed in and get the same world that you generated, which is kind of cool. They won't have any of the stuff that you built, but they'll start off in the same world that you're starting off in, which is kind of neat. And I think the spawn is usually the same too. I think it might be a bit off sometimes, but I don't know. I don't know exactly how the spawns work. So here we go, generating a new level. And it looks like we're starting off in a snowy biome. There's 3 different types of biomes in the game. There's snowy biomes, there's forest, where it's like just trees and grass area, and then there's also deserts, where it's just sand and not many trees or anything at all. It looks like more of a tundra sort of snowy area. There's a scattered tree, but not too many in this area. And yeah. So the first thing, guys, I'm going to talk about before I even get moving is the controls. So you use the WASD keys to move, and the WASD keys are the WASD keys on your keyboard. The W key moves you forward, A moves you left, S moves you backwards, and D moves you to the right. And those are the basic walking motions, I guess you would call it. You use your mouse to look around. Wherever you point your mouse is where you look. Up at the sky, down at the ground, and you just aim where you want to walk and press forward. And that's pretty simple. Jump, you simply have to press the space bar. When you're close to a block, you can jump 1 block high, but you cannot jump 2 blocks. If you want to try to jump 2, you can't do it. You can only jump 1 at a time. So keep that in mind. To destroy blocks and place blocks. To destroy a block, you simply walk up to it and hold in your left mouse button. That'll destroy the block. You hold it in. Don't keep clicking it, because you're just going to smack the sand. You're not going to destroy it. You're just going to keep smacking it. You want to hold it in until the block fully destroys. And to place the block, you simply right click wherever you want the block to go. So like that, or you can move it, you could put it up there, you can do whatever you want with it. So that is how you destroy and place blocks. This is sand, like I already said. This up here, this is dirt, and stone is down deeper. We might see some of that in a minute. So there's one more control, or actually there's a couple more that I want to talk about first. So the shift key prevents you from walking off ledges. So I cannot fall off a 1 block high radius. So no matter how hard I push forward, I cannot walk off this block. If I let go of the shift key, I'll fall off. Shift is also called crouch, and you can see how your character gets a little bit lower. He crouches down and he walks slower as well when you're pressing it. Walks a bit slower. It's just a safe precaution so you don't walk off ledges or cliffs or anything. So the next thing I want to talk about is your inventory. So you have to press the E key and it opens up this here. This is your inventory. It shows you your little guy. I have a custom skin, which means you start off with a default one with a blue shirt and a weird little face and pants and stuff, but this is a custom skin that I got a while ago, and These are your armor slots. This is for your helmet. This is your chest plate, your legs, and your boots. This is your simple, basic 2x2 crafting. You start off with this. It's only 4 squares, so you can only do your most initial crafting in this. This is your inventory. This is where you keep a lot of your items throughout the game. You can also build chests and stuff later on to store stuff if you don't want to be carrying it around. And this down here, this is your hotbar. This can also be seen on your main screen at the bottom of the screen. Down by those 10 little hearts, that's your hotbar down there. You can scroll through with your mouse wheel to select different objects. For example, if I have a block of sand in number 1 in the first slot, then it will be there, and I could scroll through, and you could have other stuff and all the rest. And you can also use the keys on your keyboard to select a slot. For example, where the sand is number 1. After that is 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, right up to 9. So there's 9 slots, 9 keys on the keyboard that you can press to get different slots. And it is as simple as that. So that is your character, your inventory, crafting box. That's your pretty simple stuff. So now, oh, and one more key I'd like to talk about is the F key. All that this key does is changes the fog. So as you can see now, I can only see a certain distance before it starts to fade away. Like you can see how that tree and stuff is being revealed by the fog as I walk closer. And as I walk further, it gets hidden. And now you can change this. This is also called your render distance, or your fog. And you can change it simply by pressing the F key. So now I've added more fog, so I have to walk further until I get to see the trees. I press it again, and I have even more fog, where you can hardly see anything. It's really close, small radius. See that tree? It gets revealed as soon as you get real close to it. And then I press it one more time, and this is on far. This is render distance on far. And this is where you can pretty much see everything that's around you once it loads and generates. You can see it loading back there, because everything in this world is generated randomly, so it all takes time to load and stuff. And you can see far over there. I like to keep mine on normal just because it reduces the FPS lag for me, because I am playing on a laptop, so it is usually quite bad, but it's doing pretty good right now. So I like to keep it on normal. You can see pretty much what you need to see anyways when it's on normal. You can also change this in your options menu, in your video settings, and graphics aren't fancy, and it's called the render distance, short, tiny, far, and normal. And you can also change your controls, which is how you walk, you jump. You can change it to the arrow keys if you want it as that. I like the WASD keys, they work good for me. E for inventory, fog. Oh, and the Q key allows you to drop items, throws them on the ground. So just say I have this block of sand in my inventory. You could see it there in slot number 1. If I press Q, it'll throw it on the ground and it'll just float there. After a while it'll disappear, so you don't want to leave it too long, and you can just walk into it to pick it up again. It's back in my slot. So that's pretty much your most basic controls in the game. And there's one more thing I want to get into before I end this video and start the real series, and that is time management. So this is the sun up here in the sky. It rises over there in the east, and it goes all the way up till about midday, and then it's going to go over there and it's going to set in the west. Once it sets, it's going to get dark. When it gets dark, that's when all the bad guys come out. They come out of the darkness and they try to eat you. They want to ruin your life. They want to make you sad, and we don't want that. We want to stay alive and we want to be happy. So what you do is you have to build shelters and weapons and just pretty much survive. It's a survival game, and yeah, so just keep an eye on the sun. Make sure you got lots of time during the day. You don't want to run out of time and get dark on you. So guys, as the epic music plays, I am going to bid you farewell. This has been episode number 1, Basic Controls. Just showing you how to do the most basic stuff, destroy blocks, walk around, jump. You know, this is definitely for the newest of newcomers to the game. So if this helped you out in any way, shape, or form, please leave a like and subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. And I will see you guys in part 2 where I get into the real stuff. So thanks for watching.